Hi, it's Phil from Inclusive Music, teaching the world to make music with BandLab. And in this video, we're going to look at a well-hidden BandLab secret, the sample editor, which can transform your music from this to this. Let's find out where it lurks. Follow me. So let's head over to bandlab.com/sounds. Here we have a massive choice of loop packs, textures, beats, basses, you name it. Over 10,000 loops at the last count. So let's say I'm looking for something in the trap genre or drill, something like that. First thing to do is perhaps go up to loops and up here search packs and samples. Let's put in trap, and straight away we've come with a huge amount of choice. Okay, I want to narrow it down because I want to work quickly. So let's go into the genre and we'll have hip hop and trap. And the instrument I want to start with is beats. We've got 622 to choose from. And how about beats per minute? Let's put in 140 because that's about right for trap. And let's close that down. So apply that. These are search filters, and now we've got BPM. Every one that's come up is 140. Here we go, auditioning them. I like that one. Now, as I said, the sample editor is completely hidden, and if you didn't know where it was, you admit it. So here it comes. Over to the right, next to the tick, the download, we have the edit sample. One click and there's your sample. We can play it here. And a nice big graphic score to show you the waveform. So let's have a look at some of the features. We've got BPM, we've got the speed, okay? So we can slide this up or down. If you double click, it defaults straight back to where it started. We've got the pitch of the sample, and we've got a way to take it up by one semitone. Let's play it as we do this. Goes up to 12 semitones and down the same. We can also get some really close timing by dragging the mouse upwards. And once again, if we double click, we go back to the original. Let's have a look at the attack and the release. And these are effectively the way you get fades in and fades out. So let's bring in the attack up here, all the way. So it's a volume envelope, and it brings in a sample. Not so good for drums maybe, but you can get a really nice pad sound building up over time. And then we've got the release, which is basically the fade out. Now here's a nice feature. This is the tone. So let's bring the tone up. And you can use this as a sort of filter. That's the high frequencies emphasized, and of course the bass frequencies too. Double click again and it goes back to its default position at 12 o'clock. We can reverse a sample at one click. going to show you a neat trick about how to use this type of thing in your song. Reverse it again, back. We've got the option to turn off the cycle, so it's going round and round at the moment. And then it'll just stop at the end of the sample that you're using. And once you've got the edit as you like it, you can click download and it'll take you to your folder and you can simply save it there. So what could we do with this beat? How about we just shorten it for a start or divide it up into smaller portions? Let's have a look. So I'm going to start it from there, drag one of the handles, the start if you like, and then not quite there yet. A bit further in. Okay, good. For the sake of it, let's just increase the pitch. Too much. Up one semitone. And the tone, just give it a bit of bass. And stop, and let's download that. Can name it, Phil's Country Jack. So let's save that. That's one in the bag. Let's choose another beat. I like that. So once again, go right across to these little icons here, edit sample, click, and there it is. Maybe this time we should try reversing it. Let's have a listen straight away. Okay, that's interesting. And let's just bring up the tone slightly for this one. Okay, so we knocked out the bass there, that'll do. And let's download it. Once again, I'm just going to put my name in, so I know that it's a loop that I've edited. And if you're looking to make samples your own, this is an important part of it, because it's very easy to take samples off BandLab straight off the shelf, if you like, and put them into your song, which is nothing wrong with that. But it's also good to use the sample editor to make them your own and make them a little bit more original. Okay, I think I'm looking for a bass now. So we'll stick with the genre. We'll go to the instrument search. We'll reset it there and we'll go to bass. That's nice and loud. Okay, let's choose that. Edit sample. There it is. Okay, let's pump up the bass a bit, maybe with the tone. Okay, I'm happy to stick with 140 because that's the setting that I want on my DAW. Maybe start it here. Do do do. Have a listen. Okay, so I'm going to bring it there. Okay, that sounds good. Stop it there and download it. That's my third sample. Phil's drill trap bass. Save that. And just for the demonstration purposes, let's have some keyboards. So there it is, keyboard. We've got 38 to choose from. I remember my bass was in E minor, so here's another way I can find appropriate samples quickly. Go to key, go to minor, and go to E minor. Have a listen. first one. That sounds good. Go to the Edit Sample Editor. Let's see what we want to do here. Okay, I think I'm going to have a fade in or an attack. Let's do it all the way, see how that sounds. Yeah, I like that. Just an idea. Let's try it reversed. Interesting. It's reversed the whole fade in as well. So yeah, I like that. So let's download that. Let's go to BandLab now and start using those samples that we've edited. So I'm back on BandLab and I'm going to create. Let's do browse loops. So I've got to locate my loops that I've just created. Click on here, drop a loop or an audio MIDI file. And on Windows, it's very easy just to go up to Quick Access and scroll down and you should see your latest files that you've been working on. And here they are. So let's collect them all and now open them up. And there they come in and beautifully put on individual tracks. Zoom in with the plus button here so we get in some detail. And let's hear these together for a start. Think we can do better than that. Let's put the loop on. Now the first thing to notice is that if we put the cycle on, you can see that this is not in time. So these are all set at 140 beats per minute. And if I put the cycle on, let's just go to 2-bar loop. And it sort of jumps. And the reason for that is this is 140 beats per minute and the BandLab app is running at 120 beats per minute. So very easy to change this, and all you do is click and hold onto the BPM and push it up. And you can see things are getting longer. I'm going to go up to 140 and I'm offered a choice. Audio stretch. Would you like to adjust existing audio regions from 120 to 140? And strangely enough, I don't. I'll show you why. If I do adjust this, you can see and listen. It's sped up the samples, but it doesn't sound any good and it hasn't looped it correctly. So let's go to undo. And let's do this again. So 120, slide it up, hold the mouse down up to 140. There it is. And I'm not going to adjust this time. So click, don't adjust. Cycled it for 4 bars. Okay, and we can click the metronome on if we want, just to check the timing. Okay, that sounds good. So let's start messing around with this. Perfect. So now we can loop that. And if we wanted to loop this one as well, so it's playing all the time, let's have a listen to this. So the first thing I'm going to do is put some effects on. So Phil's trap beats. These are solo this. And I don't think it's in the right place, and I'll show you why. Yeah, it's sort of messing it up. And so there's a little trick we can do here. So up to snap to grid, make sure that's on, and the setting I want is 1/8. It's already there. And now it will click, see, drag it 1/8 in. And now I'm going to move this slightly to the left, 1/8 of a beat to the left, so that this sort of backwards effect is going to come just before the beat. Have a listen. Okay, it's a little bit too busy, so I'm going to maybe take out or split the track here. S for split, or you can right click and, slice. So there, I might just move that out a minute. I think it might be too much. And I'm going to do the same here, but this time I'm going to just move this in. And we could start it maybe there. Let's have a listen. Yeah, it's quite nice, but I think that that's too much. So let's try this. Yeah, I don't think that's needed either. I think we just have it that little bit. Let's have a listen. Now I want to put a little effect on this, and let's click on the track, go down to Effects, go to the Presets, and the one I've chosen is Phil's Reverse Trap Beats. And it's basically the auto while with a few of the features and settings changed. And if you haven't experimented with BandLab's effects, it's a really creative way. Let's have a listen. Okay, it's a subtle effect, but I like it. Let's bring in the bass. Let's have a look what we got here. Let's pump that up. We've selected it down here. See what the presets I've got here. Fuzz bass. Let's try that. Take it off. No. It's not working for me. Let's have a look at the presets. Anything interesting here? Yachty filter. Oh, that's good. Lots going on there. You can see we've got noise gates, graphic, equalizer, de-esser, tech lab, dimension B, delay, space maker. Just got to be aware of the volume, the master volume there. I think I saw some red lights. It's okay. It's not peaking. If I just saw a little red dot here, it'd be too loud, but that's good. Let's start bringing the beats. Mute the backing. Great. Finally, we've got this keys track that builds up from quiet to loud. Okay, I'm noticing now up here on the master volume there is a red dot, and that indicates that the volume is too loud. So I've got two choices. I can take the master volume down, or I can take the individual tracks down. The reason they've gone to loud is I've been putting on effects, and it often amplifies the sound. So let's take everything down to, let's say, about 1 dB, 1.1. Let's do this one here, already down low. Minus 1.1, sorry. Minus 1.1. And finally, minus 1.1, 0.9, somewhere around there. Don't have to be too accurate. Let's check the volume. Still peaking, so let's bring it down, the master volume down as well. Down to minus 2.3. Great, perfect. And I'm going to delete that for now. Okay, let's mess up a few things. I'm going to grab all those 3 tracks. I'm going to bring them onto bar 5. Okay, so I like this starting off here. And maybe let's copy this. So let's copy that and paste it. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Not so keen on that there, especially backwards. So another little trick we can do is right click here and reverse it so it's forward again. See how that sounds. Okay, it's not in time, so I'm going to open it up to the original and put it at the beginning, and now take it out. So it all sounds a bit strange, but let's find out what it sounds like. Going to just take that in. Okay, that works for me. Let's extend the cycle area now and to bar 9, which is 8 bars long. Okay, let's continue that. I am going to actually copy it. Copy that to bar 5. There it is. And once again, I'm going to reverse that. So right click, reverse region, and you can see it builds up. Now it's going to fade out as well. So that continues. Let's not have everything in at once. So I'm going to move the bass to there. Have a listen. Okay, that sounds quite interesting. I'm going to just copy that this way this time. And let's loop this as well. You can see what I'm doing. I'm basically building the track over time. Got a little bit of things coming in here. Start off with 4 bars, change it at 4 bars. So at bar 5 we change something else, and then at bar 9, 4 bars later, we change it again. Thought the volume could be up with the drums. Okay, let's have a listen. And then of course I can go into my loops in BandLab and do some similar things. So suppose I'm looking for another loop. I go to instruments and I might want some percussion genres. Let's go to hip hop and trap. See if there's anything roughly around the same tempo. So I can see 85, 100. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to bring in that to a new track here. Okay, how's that sound? Yes, I like that. The bass isn't really doing it for me, I must admit. It's not quite there. So let's go now to percussion, reset the filter, and I want bass. Probably want to go for as near as 140 as I can. E minor, that might work. Don't like the sound. Drill track bass 5. Like that. Two basses is never a good idea. The bass frequencies are too low and they muddy the mix. So that one is going to go. So let's mute that and see how it sounds here. These keys now, I want to find the original. Okay, so type in drill, trap key 6. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually move it up to here. Full volume all the way through. Let's have a listen from the beginning. Yeah, there's a nice groove emerging here from bar 9. I think I want a riser now. So let's go to loops and R-I-S-E-R, riser. try that. Okay. I want it just before bar 9, because that's where it really kicks off, and it's probably going to come in too suddenly. Yep, so once again, we can put on a fade in effect here. Double click, and up comes the editor, and I'm going to drag the fade in. Let's do it all the way. Okay, so it's going to build up in time. Let's see how that sounds from bar 5. Yeah, that's the effect I want. And the last thing I'm going to do, maybe I've gone a bit off track here, really. I'm starting to create a song, but I think it'd be interesting anyway. So now I want a big drop those beats. Ultra bass drop. That's the sort of thing. It's a bit quiet, but I'm going to put it in, and that of course is going to be exactly on bar 9. So there's a big boom. Yeah, I think I want something. Oh, it's still playing. I'm going to take off the filter for hit hop, reset it, hard drop. Oh, haha, love it. That's the one, I think. And you notice, let's just move this one out. There's a little, let's just solo that so you can hear that again. Okay, so there's a build up, there's a crescendo there. So if I have it where it is at the moment, the crescendo will be after the drop. You can see what I really need to do is just shove this across. Really be accurate by just getting that waveform exactly on the bar line. Let's go back. Okay, from bar 6. Okay, I noticed a little bit loud there, so I'm going to bring that slightly down. I will use this bounce as well, this drop, and I might use it just at bar 5. Yeah, that's a bit quiet, so let's whack that up. That's one way to do it. I could also add an effect like a gain or a compressor. Okay, I think that's it for now. I could go on forever. I could go on for all day, and then I'd be having a 3-hour, 4-hour video. You don't want that. That's a little bit indulgent, I'm afraid, but I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like it, subscribe and share it, and ring the bell so that you're notified when another BandLab secret appears. And if you'd like to use this beat that I've created and want to work with it and have some fun or just mess around with it, you can find the drill trap beat sample editor project here on my BandLab page, and I'll put a link in the description below so you can download it or fork it and open it up in the mix editor and see how it's constructed. Mess around with it, create your own song, do with it what you will. Enjoy. That's the great thing about BandLab. Music is for sharing and caring. I'd love to see what you've done with this beat and these ideas to create your own drill trap beats. So have fun with this and send me a link and let me know how you've got on. I'd love to hear it. Until the next time, keep making music.